Haji Wright joined us as well for the tour. Where is he in his injury? He sustained
So Haji sustained an injury when he was away with the USA team. I think we're sort of 2 and a bit weeks now into sort of what you would call his rehab from the moment he got his injury, which is an Achilles injury. Hopefully nothing major. He's done everything right. He's sort of been off feet pretty much for a couple of weeks. He was very keen to come here with us, which I was really pleased with, and it's the right thing to have him around the group. We can do all the work with him here. And Haji's a big player for us, and I was very keen for him to be here with us. He's doing all the work. He's very good with that. Haji just gets on with it and does the work. And it's just, even for me personally, it's my first full season in the club now. I really want to get to work with the players and Haji individually. As he works through his rehab, we want to get him fit for around the start of the season, hopefully. And I think it can be a big year for him because there's so much talent in Haji, and I want to work with him closely and want to see the best of him. But he's here and he's been doing well.
And Josh Eccles as well has come with the squad, but he hasn't trained yet, has he?
No, he hasn't trained yet. So he sustained his injury in the Sunderland, the second game in Sunderland, where he came on and was playing really well. I was so pleased with the way Josh came into the game and affected it. So it's a shame that he got the injury there, which has been a slightly complicated one. But again, we're now towards the back end of it. He's out on the grass this week. He's going to start running lightly. So we have some time. It's always more of a benefit. You lose a player off season as such. Haven't really lost any minutes, so we're going to work to get him back for hopefully around the start of the season as well. And again, I wanted him with the group. He's a great lad, Josh. Very, very good. Connected to the group very well. So I wanted players to feel part of it, and he can do his work here. And I want him to continue from that performance, as I say, with Sunderland. What I saw from him, I think there's a lot of uplift in Josh. Again, I want to work with him, and pleased to have him with us.
Elsewhere on the injury front, Oliver hasn't come out. I know he's midway through a lengthy injury. Where is he at in his recovery?
Well, he's in the process. It's a long injury. So we're hoping. I don't want to actually put timelines on it because we know there's still a big period. So it's important with the long injury that you get the time right for balance for him in terms of the typical rehab work he does, and also some time where he can actually spend some time maybe with his family or get away from it a little bit in that sort of long period. There's a mental part of that as well. And whilst we're here, it gives him time to have some separate time and be with his family, but he's been working very well, progressing well, and we just have to be there to support him. A lot of that is down to the medical team to control in these sort of mid stages of his injury. And we hope and we wait for the time that he comes back to be more involved and get towards being fit again, and then he'll be back with us. So again, there's no timeline, but we're very much on it, and we're very much supporting him in the injury. And hopefully the worst part of injuries like this is the early stage, and players realise what these injuries kind of mean. And then once you get through that, it can be character building. It's part of being a football player, and we'll work to get him coming back better, hopefully, than ever.
And then the only other player we haven't seen yet is Joel. When are we likely to see him?
Joel's coming out here on Thursday, so he carried on playing, obviously through the national team with Jamaica till they left the tournament. So we needed to give him a little bit of time off. He come out on Thursday, very keen to get out here. Joel's an incredible professional, always wants to be with the team and be involved. He's had his short break and he'll be with us on Thursday, and then we go.
And then personally for you, you've mentioned you came in midway through a season where it was thick and fast. What's this time away from football allowed you to do, and now all this time leading into a new season?
It's allowed me some family time, which is great. We all need that in the job that we do. I know we're very fortunate to do what we do, but when it comes to breaks, once we come back now, it's pretty full blast all the way through till next May. I'm used to that side of it, so that's fine. I've had my break, but when you're a manager, head coach, you're forever considering how can we improve. And it's as simple as that. So through the summer, it's been good. It's been a good pause for me to consider how we improved what we did last year, which I think was a great effort from everybody in the group. From the moment we came in to where we ended up, I think we were very, very unfortunate not to make the final. Anybody who watched the 2 semi-final games will know that. But that is football, and we have to use that as a carrot, as some mental strength and resilience to understand that it can happen. Football does that to you, but how can we be better? How can we be better next season? So from my point of view, I think about how can we train and coach and work with the players, what we're going to look like, and also how can we improve the squad. Because where we need to improve the squad, those conversations go on all summer, and I'm very, very determined that we get as strong a squad in as healthy a position as we can for the start of the season, to try and play as we were in the back end of the season, because we played from where we were playing like a top 3 or 4 team in the Championship, there's no doubt, and I was very pleased with the players because that's them, that's the group, you know, improving, listening, working, being very together and showing their qualities, but I want more, and so do the players. So it's been a good break and we're ready to go.
And when we get back to England, the pre-season preparations will continue, and in particular 2 games at CBS against Real Betis and St. Pauli. What challenges are you looking to get from them?
It's a high-level opponent at the CBS. Great, you know, I loved every minute of working at the CBS last year. We got some really good results, made it feel like a home with our support. And so we want to continue with that, so it'll be great to see our home fans for the games, great to get out on the pitch and play in what is our home and continue in the way that we left off last season, and again the level of opposition in terms of Betis and St. Pauli will be different styles between them, so that's good for us to work against different styles of teams, high level teams that will give us a big challenge, because at that point we'll need that challenge and need to be ready for what's coming afterwards. So very, very pleased with the balance of games. So it's a good, on paper, good games for us that we need to use to be ready.
You mentioned about what comes afterwards. How much are you looking forward to that game against Hull City on August 9th?
Very much, very much. I'm pleased with playing at home. It's going to be tough because every game in this Championship is, so you can never expect anything. What I will know that we will have is an incredible support for us for the game. We have to be up there and do our part of the bargain, which is to show that we're fit and ready to go from the off, because I'm aware of I'm here because of a slow start last season in reality, and I know that has been a bit of previous to the last couple of seasons. Now every game's tough. There are no promises, there are no givens in the early parts of the season, but what we can do is control what we can, which is to be as ready as we can off of this pre-season. And when Hull comes, I know the fans will be ready, and we absolutely have to be, because we want to start strong, and that's our opportunity to do so.
And then just finally, a word on the fans. Record number of season ticket sales. That must excite everyone here.
Yeah, it excited me. I followed it. You know, I'm obviously working closely in the club, and I know the work that the club does, the work that we do on the pitch. I think fans want to be excited by the team that represents them on the pitch. Hopefully they felt that last season. But when I saw those numbers racking up, we're very thankful for starters for people that pay their hard-earned money to come and watch the club and commit to it like they're committing by the season tickets, and that's a great thing. We want to give them that great experience. We want them to see a team that plays with a passion and tries to dominate games as much as we can and play in the way we're playing, which I think we were doing towards the back end of last season. So a big thanks to the fans, as I say there. Now it's up to us to perform for them when they come.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget also to press the bell icon to keep up to date with the latest videos.
Hey,
Boom!
Brandon, what's the colour of the sky?
It's a sky blue up in there.
It's a sky blue.
And we love it.